Hello. Cool. I am going to be trying something else in Houdini. Just if I pick something at random, I'm going to do some kind of bouncy squares. How much time we got? About an hour. Yeah, screw it, we can do it. Don't believe how uncomfortable this is. I need to be careful that I don't look at something for too long, otherwise I just get fixated like, oh my god, it's a cone! Yeah, okay, back to Houdini. Vex, why'd you do this to me? This is a bear. Yeah, and this is an elephant. You're a vector. I've always been a vector. Don't even pretend to be something else, okay? Bear. I have no idea why I have a bear. Vector Twas equals the... Wait, what does it equal? What am I doing? Don't have any idea. Just FYI, everyone knows I wear a hat because I need a haircut, so it's my haircut hat. And if you see me wearing it, then you should point and laugh and say, dude, you need a haircut. Okay, so I have finished the system, and let me just set it up again. Start again. It's starting to get dark now. I just have to do the video that shows you how it works. Pretty manic right now if I switch to it. Yep, so that is going crazy. Okay, so here we have our system that's going on. It's pretty basic, but it still does what I want it to do. I've got the grid here just for now to kind of demonstrate if you were to do an extruding effect first. So if I go ahead and click play on this, you can see what I was trying to think of, where you got a bunch of kind of grid-like craziness going on. So I'll just demonstrate a couple of things I found that you could use this system for. Even though it looks like a skyscraper, like a skyline, I guess you could kind of incorporate it to do that, but it's not really supposed to be for that. Right, so you can see here it's just to create a nice kind of lifting and falling kind of effect with different shapes, but I've chosen some extruded squares here, which is kind of nice, or cubes. So that is one nice effect, and I really like if you look from the top, you get this weird kind of falling away from you effect, which is cool. Be a nice screensaver. But then inversely, if you go to the other direction, you kind of get this weird coming towards you effect. Maybe kind of like a star field, but there's, these squares aren't really that small to represent stars. So it's still cool. And if I get rid of the grid, just to show you this, you can get this really cool like shifting floor kind of motion, or shifting walls, which I really like. And if I was to change, let me just change the height a bit so they go a lot higher, so you get a bit more breakup there. It's really cool. You get some really cool shapes going on. So if I've got a sphere and a smaller box here, so if I change to my spheres, don't need my grid anymore, click play there. Now once they all start falling, so this gave me another, I was looking at this wall shape, it was like a conveyor belt kind of shape going on, conveyor belt motion, which is kind of cool. I guess you could do something with that. Let me change the sphere. I can crank up the resolution so you can see what it would look like if it was balls. No, too many polygons. Let me change it to something a bit lighter. That's better. It's kind of weird. You can just stare at it for ages and be fascinated, even though it's just such simple motion. It's kind of cool. Right, so, and then let's go to our boxes, because we can demonstrate quite some cool stuff with these boxes. So we'll click play, get that going. So I kind of enjoyed this. It kind of looked like a close-up of a blocky kind of fizzy soda. You got all the bubbles rising up and falling. But if I think it might be too high. If I zoom in, you can see it's like a busy traffic spacescape going on. But it is moving too high, so let me move it. Let me reduce the high point so it kind of clusters up a bit more. That's nice. So I just really like the motions going on here, which is cool. And if I increase the wait time that it stays at the top, so I just reverse that. So now it will stay at the top for a lot longer before it starts to fall. It's a bit higher there. Let's change the height of the whole thing to about 5, something really low. Yep. So I like this one because it looks like the floor's falling away slowly, which is also kind of cool. And then last but not least, if I raise the height a little bit more, I might change the speed of the up speed. Let's have it, rising up really quickly. Click play on that one. So they're really shooting up really fast now, but still falling away. Now if I let that run for a little bit, just so we get an even spread of shapes coming up. Now I like this because, wait a minute, let's have a look. It's not really erratic enough, but you can kind of think of it as like a surface that's made out of loads of little components that's been damaged and it's trying to repair itself. So that's kind of cool. I guess if I was to reduce the height, make it really small, make the full, I can make the full speed a lot more, and I'll make it wait for less time, 3 seconds. See what that looks like. Get moving. That's more like it. So you can see it's really trickling and it's really going crazy, like it's trying to repair itself. Each cube's trying to come back to the surface and lock into line again, but it just keeps dissolving and phasing away. But yeah, so that is that. Even if I cranked it to, well, let me just go back to these long spheres, because this is long cubes. It's my favorite kind of pattern going on. Wait, what does it look like when you do that? Huh, so that's kind of cool as well. It's just amazing. You can build such a simple system and you can get 1,000 ideas out of it, which is really cool. So just looking at that, it kind of now looks like it's trying to type some kind of electric code. It's really weird to look at from all angles as well. But what happens if I make the height really high and then I stare at it from the top? Whoa. It's like loads of noodles suddenly come to life. Alright, and then we go to the top now. Beautiful. Crazy, wacky, simple. Yeah, I love it. I don't know if I'll do another video with me in it, apart from the screen capture, because it was a bit random and I just thought I'd try it. What the hell. But yep, thanks for watching another example. If you want a tutorial of any of my examples, just give me a shout. Okay, now I'm just going to collapse on the floor for doing that, because it's really late and I need to go to bed. Peace!